sec. Okay, so first game. And yeah, this is so this is not live gameplay. This is from the playtest. I'm still reading units, checking abilities, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Keep this in mind if you watch the gameplay. You know, it's a little bit difficult to learn a new set. There's like a lot of information overflow, and do I like the art style? I think it was okay-ish. I think it was a bit better than the other cyber set we had. I think the other cyber set I had more difficulties with differentiating the units, but in this set I thought it was actually fine. I was not too confused with the skin lines. Yeah, so here I just checked the exotech. I was like, I mean, I'm still reading like all the traits and abilities because I have like no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, but this is probably the first important change, which, as you can see, there are no more melee minions. As you can see, there are 4 ranged drones. All the PvE monsters have been reworked. There's no more Krugs, there's no more wolves. Everything is different now. But yeah, this means I think this might be a good thing, because like usually casters are more squishy. So if you have something like Alistar, he might have I don't know, we'll see. He might have an easier time dealing with 1/4 by himself. I haven't done any tests yet on who can do 1/4 by themselves, but I will obviously do it. I can see a lot more units being able to do it though, because more casters means more damage, but it also means more squishy. Okay, so this was the first hack of the game. It shows you economic, which means that every single player right now, his left augment will always be economic, and you get multiple rerolls. So this was the first hack. That's like the set mechanic. On average, you can expect 3 hacks. I think 4 might be the maximum. I'm not 100%. You might have to ask Mod for that one. But yeah, which means at this point you can expect like 2 more hacks most of the time. Maybe it's the carousel, maybe it's the PvE monster, maybe it's a future augment selection. But after you've seen like 3 hacks, you shouldn't really expect any more hacks. Let me see if there's any questions so far. So the PvE is going to be Tuesday evening for Europe, but that's usually late in the evening. It's like 10 in the evening for Europe. For Europe, I would just say like Wednesday morning. That's usually easier for Europe. Just Wednesday morning, the PvE should be up. But sometimes Riot can run into trouble in updating PvE with the new set. I don't think the Zeri clones proc anything. I think they just deal damage. I know it's a recorded video, but what does the logo beside the round stage number say? Oh, you mean on the left? If you hover that, it will actually tell you the opening encounter, I believe. So yeah, I can't hover over, like it is a recording, so I can't hover it at the moment. But yeah, if you hover over it, it will tell you the encounter. Because in the past, if you right click on the augment selection thingy, it showed you the encounter in the 3 augments. But now it only shows you the augments, and the encounter is on the top. Yeah, here we can see a little bit of Wayne with like the triple shot dealing some true damage. In early game, obviously not too much happening. Also, nobody in this playtest knows what they're doing. I did get a worth the wait, so I immediately... so for me, I wanted to know how good is Mundo 4-star. So yeah, I'm aiming for Mundo 4-star here in a Bruiser setup. And then I wanted to see if Mundo 4-star might be good enough to carry. But yeah, that's my game plan here. Because I'm always interested in how powerful the 4-star units are in a new set. So the thing is, like, the way Mundo works is like he has a passive that makes him gain more HP. So like a belt is more HP on a Mundo. He's also a bruiser, which means there's even more HP gain there. So in theory, a Mundo 4-star, you know, should have really nice ratios. He should be like super tanky. And I was kind of hoping that, because he's like a Slayer and he does single target physical damage, I was kind of hoping that he would become into a decent carry, but yeah. This is currently a recording from the playtest that I'm showing on stream. I am currently not playing live. Because a lot of, I don't know, I don't like to use the word influencer, but a lot of content creators got to playtest the set for a few days, you know, like, so we can make like YouTube videos about it, like the one on my main channel. So here I'm gonna go with the Mundo, Vamox on Mundo, because of his passive. So Vamox should be like 30% more effective on a Mundo specifically. And I'm kind of like trying to stack as much AP as I can. But yeah. Yeah, if you see me like read through the abilities like there, it just pretty much means that I'm still learning everything. Like, this was probably from the first day of the playtest, which means, yeah, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, so here we see Nitro. So the opponent has like the scuttle thingy, this robot. It does an AoE stun and a heal. Honestly, pretty useful ability overall. And yeah, Nitro is like a reroll trade. So you have like Kindred tier 1, Nidalee tier 1, Shyvana tier 2, Elise tier 3. And you want to reroll so you get to 200 stacks faster, because there then you will get like this T-Hex that does like the laser from set 9. The set 9 built over T-Hex. I didn't think that T-Hex was very powerful, but he was very tanky, so it's like, it's a really nice front line, but you still need a proper carry in the back line. I think it might always be like the whole like gaining more HP, I think is flat 30%. I will obviously, like, I will hover the Mundo stats later, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but so this is like Mundo's ability. You can see he's like, he has a pretty long animation. He does like a flexing animation where he heals himself, and then he deals like a large amount of like single target physical damage, which kind of means he's probably a decent stage 2 blue streak type unit. But yeah, here we see it. Gain 30% more max health from all sources, flex healing 211 HP, then deals 684 damage. But there's only a 20% HP scaling on his damage, which isn't that high.
I hear the innocent cry.
So here I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm rolling a little bit to get the Mundo 4-star earlier. Usually you don't do that, but unless you specifically want to go for 4-star units, because you never know how long these games are gonna be. And sometimes it's better to like try to roll before getting the 3-star upgrade to increase your chances. Not to increase the chances, but to, like, to accelerate the 4-star. Yeah, as you can see here, there's no more Krugs. The Krugs have been replaced by cannon minions. I don't know if they're stronger or weaker. They definitely felt different. Like, I don't think it's like it's not a purely visual change. The PvE mobs felt very different, especially the late game. Like, the late game PvE mobs are crazy different. So yeah, my plan here is pretty much, so I wanted to have like a 4-star Mundo and then have something with Shojin in the backline with vertical bruisers. Like something like Bruiser Twitch, you know? Yeah, and just have the Mundo in the front line and something with Shojin in the backline. But at this point, I actually had no clue what my backline carry is. And as you can see here also, the... yeah, that's... that Mundo 3-star is not carrying any fights in stage 3. Obviously, only one item is not that much, but yeah. Prismatic, no hex so far. I'll take the Bruiser Emblem to get to 6 Bruiser, and I have a very specific plan with my Bruiser Emblem that I will get to later. But yeah, obviously my backline currently is a mess. Okay, so this is triple Hurricane Jinx with, I think, bulky buddies. And the Hurricane category 5. Yeah, so my Vayne is probably, even if she's 2-star with Osh and Slayer, I don't think she can out-sustain that Jinx long term. You're getting Bruiser Zack. Okay, I will spoil you, it's not Bruiser Zack. I will spoil you that. I wanted to try something different. Oh no, actually, no, she did manage to out-sustain. Nice. And Mundo's still alive. Holy, nice. Very nice. I did not expect the Mundo to live this long. I think Bruiser does have like a late game issue again because I don't know why, but we only have a 6-piece Bruiser trait. And this is very similar to the previous set where the vertical Bruiser side felt pretty awkward. Because there's not that many emblem users. Like in the last set we had like Mundo Bruiser and that was it. At least in this set there's like 2 Bruiser Emblem users that are really decent. But yeah, overall though, I feel like the vertical Bruiser side is probably rough to play. So opponent here has Ginzo LeBlanc. It's not even that, and with Blazing as well, Prismatic Blazing. It's not even that bad because like Ginzo here just acts as a mana generating item for the LeBlanc. And the more LeBlanc cast, the stronger the ability becomes. So yeah, LeBlanc is definitely, if you're playing against a LeBlanc, you're on a timer, because if you let her cast too much, then she will start one-shotting everything. Honestly, kind of, I wouldn't say close, but obviously she only had 1 item and stuff, but LeBlanc can be very, very scary and is one of the better tier 2 reroll comps. So far I think we only seen 1 glitch, right? It was the initial glitch at the beginning with the economic ones, so there should be at least 2 more glitches later into the game. I think if you haven't seen a glitch at this point, there's actually a fairly decent chance you see a stage 4 augment selection glitch, if I'm not mistaken. Because like glitches can appear, well, they can still appear now as like the prisoner dilemma type thingy. But yeah, you should kind of try to keep track how many glitches you've seen so far, because it helps you predict a little bit. Here I'm just desperately trying to look for 6 Bruiser, which is something I shouldn't be doing, but like, just have some mercy with me, okay? Oh yeah, Mordekaiser is a Bruiser, right? Oh yeah, I buy Mordekaiser, but at this point I didn't know he's a Bruiser, so I tried to give him the Bruiser Emblem. But yeah, now at least I have 6 Bruiser, I have the Power Spike. Not a lot of items for Mundo so far, which is a bit sad, but yeah, we'll manage. I could probably give Mundo a BT, just for the shield and so he can heal a little bit with the single target damage. I think it would have been acceptable to do BT here on the Mundo. I think I'm holding out for a Deca or something, but yeah. But that's a Mirror Ultimate, that's a legendary. So yeah, she gets a lot of Omnivamp, she has armor reduction in the cast. Quite scary, to be honest. Like Samira in late game, definitely scary unit. The Bruiser Raz to make him into Rennie? Yes. This Raz is complete Rennie cosplay now. Spatula not taken? Nah, I think this is like day 1 of the playtest, which means that people don't really know how to do anything. Like I'm just trying stuff out, my opponents are just trying stuff out. We're just getting accustomed to the set at the moment. And the problem with spatulas is, I mean, later on, people definitely went for the spatulas, but day 1, it's like, you might not feel fully confident going for the spatulas because you have like no idea which traits are good and which units want which emblems. But like, I feel like towards the end of the playtests, people definitely had a better understanding of what they wanted. Did we have access to any set information beforehand? Like I said, this is a playtest at the moment. Now, here everybody kind of has like no idea. We're just reading the abilities, trying to get accustomed to the set. We don't have that much time either, so it's usually a pretty stressful affair. Trying to learn the set as fast as possible and trying to farm some content. for YouTube and stuff. Are we fond of glitches like with encounters? No, that's that's quite the difference compared to. Oh, did you see this, by the way? The middle minion is glitched because it has like this glitchy animation. Now this is the warning for the tech, but obviously it happened later. And you might recognize this one from the current set. This is everybody gets HP. Or like if... Actually, I'm not sure if everybody gets the same orb. I'm not 100% sure if everybody gets the same outcome, but everybody gets a green orb, and in my green orb there was bonus HP. I'm not sure if everybody got HP though. Some people might have gotten something different. What's the Sejuani traits? It's Bastion and Exotech, which is amazing traits. Super good traits. Like Sejuani will be played everywhere. So far we've seen 2 glitches, which means you can expect like 1 more in this game. Pretty high chance for stage 4 augment selection to be glitched at this point, I would say. But this guy went for a triple Vamox Shivana, but as far as I can tell, Shivana's damage was really sad, so I don't recommend trying to cook with Shivana. I didn't really feel like she was doing anything. In theory, every time she casts, she gets more damage amp, but because her damage is so low, she would have to cast so many times to deal a relevant amount of damage that it's just not worth it. No, I don't think we're limited to 3. I think 4 might be the cap, but don't quote me on this because you might want to ask Moddog specifically. I think it's 3 is the average and 4 is the cap, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be wrong. Yeah, I think I was looking for like Anima Visage and stuff, and not Anima Visage, Talisman. I was looking for Talisman when I took Portable, but yeah. Probably gonna have to go with the Hull Crusher now and make Mundo even more tanky. Mundo currently 6 Bruiser, Hull Crusher, Vamox Redemption. I'm kinda curious, that level up was not worth it, by the way. That was a bad level up. Stop breeding! Don't ruin your eco. Stupid. Ugh, I hate watching this guy play. What's that between 2 and 4? Okay, so 4 was the hard cap, okay. And 2 is minimum. Yeah, but that means I feel like if you've seen 3 glitches, you shouldn't really expect the 4th one. That's kind of how I would approach it. But we might only have 2 glitches this game. But yeah, here he has the Hyper Fangs on the Varus, and he had the butterfly thingy. Oh my god, good lord. My vein just got absolutely destroyed there. The good thing she's my only damage dealer. Yeah, this Mundo is not carrying anytime soon. Who was dealing all the damage there? Varus was dealing 12k damage, Xayah 8.6. Not even that bad damage from Xayah, honestly. It was okay-ish. I'm like still looking for like a proper backline carry with Bruiser. Again, keep in mind, you know, like this is one of my first games of the set. Now I finally get what I was looking for, which is the Renekton, and now we can do some shenanigans because now there's only one problem, which is that Hull Crusher is terrible here. Hull Crusher is really terrible for the strategy. So the way he works is he takes, so as you can see, the Gragas lost a bunch of HP, but it was only damage. And then Renekton gains the HP and he gains part of the AD as well. And Renekton also gains some HP when he's casting. And yeah, together with the Bruiser Emblem, you can sort of like create Renekton into this really interesting tank. But I need to steal the stats from Mundo and not from Gragas, which I will hopefully do soon. But yeah, at least I get the excuse. This is the first time I'm playing this unit. But yeah, I think Zek is probably the easier choice for Bruiser Emblem. And probably the more recommended one, I would say. But Renekton is pretty fun as well. I want a Declaw here. I should do Ionic. Yeah, Ionic is fine. Ionic is fine here. I will also be able to showcase something fairly interesting. I didn't mention it in the video on the main channel. Every single frying pan emblem has a special effect. The special effect for Bruisers is that you actually deal magic damage based on your HP values. So if Renekton has like a huge amount of HP together with the Bruiser Emblem, he actually starts dealing a decent amount of magic damage instead of physical damage. This is something we can see a little bit later, but once I steal the stats from the Mundo and not from the Gragas. But yeah. Renekton overall though, a very nice unit. Like you can see how much HP he already has like here at the very start of the game. And if you see magic damage on the damage part from Renekton, all that magic damage is coming from the Bruiser Emblem, not from his ability. All the magic damage from Renekton, that's the Bruiser Emblem. So just something for you to keep in mind. Oh yeah, Renekton is a bit of an annoying audio thing, like with the blades. A very nice dash though, I like that. Oh, and that's a Mundo. 15k on the Samira, not bad, but still won the fight. Yeah, 8.7k on the Renekton. Maybe like a third of it was magic damage. And I think I finally learned my lesson. Yes, I finally learned my lesson, very nice. So now I think I give Hulk Crusher to Gragas or whatever. I should probably give it to like Mordekaiser together with the Ionic, or I should put the Ionic on the Gragas, but yeah. So from what I've seen, I think 80 Renekton was super strong. So I would say overall Renekton is definitely more of a late game melee 80 carry. But in this setup, which I thought was kind of cute, he becomes like the super tank. He's like 7,800 HP at the start of the fight, which is really nice. And I feel like there might be some cooks here with Bruiser Renekton. Like him having 8,000 HP and dealing damage based on HP, like he's dealing magic damage based on AP. So every time you see like, yeah, it's like 10k damage and like at least a third of it was magic. So this is like technically one way to play around the Renekton Bruiser. Still a little bit away from the Mundo 4-star. I mean, it's 6 more rounds, right? We have 2 Mundo 3-stars and then 1 Mundo 2-star. So 6 more rounds, and then we will finally get to see the Mundo 4-star. As for items for Renekton, that's actually gonna be a pretty interesting question, I would say, because like Renekton is surprisingly flexible with his items. There's definitely an argument to be made for Ginzo because of the way he auto attacks and him having a lot of AD. There's arguments to be made for stuff like BT and Starrock. So I think the Renekton itemization should become pretty interesting. Okay, I think here I try to give him BT because of I think I should give him a Giant Slayer, but I will give him the Hand of Justice, which is wrong. Well, in hindsight, I'm hesitating. Yeah, I was like, I tried to be fancy with like a double sustain type setup, but yeah, that was not a good idea. You should have taken the Giant Slayer, most likely. BT is enough. Because like if you have like, I don't know, 10,000 HP, what do you want with the Hand of Justice? Garen does not persist. You the moment you remove Garen from the board, he's gonzo. Like the mod is gonzo. So late game PvE rounds I think is Aurelion Soul and Azir. And honestly the Aurelion Soul is kind of rough. I mean, the Mundo is dealing 7.5k with only Vamox and Redemption. Honestly, not that bad. I've seen worse. But yeah, he might be able to pull a little bit of weight towards like book game and stuff. Okay, here we see Kindred 3-star, Kog'Maw 3-star, Poppy 3-star, lots of reroll. Renekton trying his best to get through the Poppy. Come on, Renekton, you can do it. You can do it, Renekton. Kind of cute, honestly. I like these fights though. I mean, this is still Renekton 1-star, you know. If I played better economy, I could have went for level 9. Maybe have like a Renekton 2-star. Maybe have some better items, like, I don't know, Steraks instead of Hand of Justice. We'll see. Or like, I feel like even a Ginzo would be good here. Like BT Bruiser Ginzo might be okay. Well, considering like how long these fights are with the Bruiser trade, there's definitely an argument to be made for Ginzo. I don't think there's a Mundo augment, as far as I know. I don't think there is one. This guy is playing like Strategist, some Street Demon. Like Brand seems to be his main carry. Trojan Jewel, Morelos in the back line. Also has a 6 2-star, but only Shojin on the 6. Ah, I don't know. Look at the Brand damage. He's already at 30. I mean, obviously the damage will be inflated because I'm playing Bruisers, but yeah, it took the Renekton so long to get to like an itemless Nico. That's pretty rough. Oh yeah, he had the support item that grants you shields. That has great synergy with Vanguards and Strategists, so that might be the best support item in the game at the moment. Oh yeah, I have a Sterak, but I don't have a magnetic remover. So now I have to make a decision. Do I wait with Steraks for 2 rounds and then give it to Renekton? Or do I give the Steraks to Mundo for more HP? But yeah, and then Kobuku is a late game bruiser. I could probably even, like, I mean, I could have maybe even, nah, I didn't really want to sell the Gragas. I'm trying to do like, adding more Divinicorp because of Renekton, but I'm not even sure if it's that much. I'm not even sure if it's that worth it. Yeah, here I'm contemplating with what to do about the Sterox. Because, like, the thing is, like, Mundo actually deals physical damage, right? And he is 4-star, and he has a lot of HP, so in theory, Sterox on Mundo 4-star should actually be good. Zillion, thank you for the Prime in the 30 months. Hello, hello. But yeah, Renekton is currently 8,158 HP. And here we see a Samira 2-star completely wrecking my Bruiser team. But my Renekton Mundo duo is actually dealing some... almost. 21k on the Samira. But yeah, this Renekton Mundo team is, this duo is honestly kind of fun. Definitely think, I mean, the current setup of Renekton Mundo is definitely too slow in late game, so you might need something better in the backline. Like maybe like Aurora or something. Something with Archangel in the backline maybe. That is probably like that adds some damage while Mundo and Renekton is buying you time. But yeah, like we have the entire PvE cycle to figure out how to optimize this comp. I just wanted to sort of like showcase an idea on how to use Bruiser Emblem besides giving it to Zac. And the main reason I wanted to show it is because of the Bruiser Emblem dealing magic damage. So here we see the stats for Mundo 4-star. 2.2k physical damage to the current target, and that is without the Sterak procs and pretty much only tank items. Oh yeah, Mundo has 9,599 HP. Gets 1,514 bonus from the passive, and then obviously 6 bruisers adding a lot on top of that. And this is Renekton. Do I click on the... I should be clicking on the Renekton at some point. Yeah, this is the new Aurelion Soul PvE encounter. He's actually kind of like scary for a lot of backliners. Like he's very good at
Darkness to darkness.
taking down
Light
backliners.
to light.
Live fast, die young.
Yeah, I'm desperately looking for Renekton 2-star.
Fast, die young.
Honestly, I don't even remember if I hit him or not. Don't get baited by the Gragas. Keep looking. Keep looking. And no. Okay, good. No Renekton 2-star. Okay, so final opponent here has a lot of rapid fire, 2 rapid fire emblems. Wait, do I click on Renekton at some point? I wanna know the Renekton HP. It must be at least 10k. Mundo's 11k. 11k on the Mundo. What's Renekton? $2,860 magic damage. Any Renekton? Found the Renekton! Nice. I mean, the Renekton has some true damage because his very first cast is a small AoE burn, but it's only the first cast. Okay, so Renekton, 10,594 before casting, 11,557 HP after casting. Pretty good, I would say. Pretty good, but can we defeat this Mordekaiser 2-star? It kinda takes a long time. Mundo didn't even one-shot the brand, what? Okay, I did get through his front line eventually. You can really see the magic damage from Renekton coming through. 12k, not bad, not bad. I still don't like the items that much. I definitely feel like there's a Ginzo missing on the Renekton or an Archangel missing in the backline. I don't know. I mean, one of the reasons why Renekton isn't actually dealing that much damage is partly the items, and it's partly because usually you're supposed to steal like stats from high AD units. Well, okay, Mundo Foster actually has a decent amount of AD. But then again, I wouldn't say this is no damage. It's just he sometimes struggles a bit on the frontliners. Renekton. No! Yeah, 37k LeBlanc. LeBlanc unfortunately scales throughout the fight. So yeah, the longer the fight is, the stronger LeBlanc is, which is obviously a bit of a hard counter for me. So yeah, LeBlanc matchup definitely is super bad for me. And even that one ended up, I maybe could have won it, you know. Okay, yeah. I did mention this, yes, the Renekton auto attacks, they do sound a bit annoying. I agree with this. I was a bit annoyed myself when playing this game. I was like, gosh darn it. This Renekton, he's like, because he has like this metallic noise that just keeps repeating over and over. Yeah, I mean, Giant Slayer would have been better than Hosh, no question about that. Especially because he needs to get through the front line, but I don't even know if it's a Renekton Mundo problem. I think it's a rest of the team problem, you know, like the Morgana and the Senna in the backline. That should have been like 2-star carry legendaries or something, you know, like Aurora 2-star, something like that. Like, this Senna shouldn't be in the, like, this Senna doesn't matter, for example. If this Senna was like Aurora 2-star, and then get like Dynamo from the Morgana, and Aurora has like an Archangel, I would actually have a comp, you know? So, but again, this was first day of the playtest, so be nice. That's how we learn. That is how we learn. I think I won that fight because it was a ghost fight. I think probably something on the ghost department wasn't really working here. Tough castle walls with no archers on top. Yeah, pretty much. But I think this game was still a pretty good showcase on what you can do. Like, Mundo is kind of interesting because you can use the passive from Mundo to make him into like 10k HP. And then you can use the Renekton ability to steal that HP and make Renekton into like, especially Bruiser Renekton, into like this super high, like, I mean, having 2 units with more than 10,000 HP, that's kind of cool. So the only thing that's missing is a proper backline. Once this comp has a proper backline, I think this is actually a pretty decent stretch. But yeah, this LeBlanc is just gonna totally take care of the rest of my team. No chance. Renekton is definitely too slow for that. So, and that was the fight. Okay. Lost it, got a 2nd place.